Good morning, class. It's time for math with Mr. Muskox. He's the coolest Muskox ever. He's gonna do math with you. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good at math. So, Mr. Muskox said he would help us out today. He's gonna be right over in the corner. Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. This is his classwork time. He has to make his hours too. So, we're going to be doing a review this week. We're going to start with factors. I pulled this right out of your homework book, so you know exactly what's going on and exactly what needs to happen. I'm going to use my fancy purple pen today. Again, my name is Miss Rainbow. E-A-U-X, because we're extreme. All right, so they've already got the example for you. For 15, we're just looking for all the numbers we can multiply or arrays that we can make to make 15. In this case, they had 1 and 15, and 3 and 5. 3 and 5, sorry. So because we have more than just this first set, this number is what we call composite. It's composed of more than 2 numbers. So let's try with 30. And as we said in class, every time, it's always 1 times 30. That will always be your first set is 1 and whatever the number is. But look, can we divide it by 2? We can, because we see this 0 right here. This 0 right here means that I can divide it evenly by 2. So 2 times half of 30. That'd be 2 times 15. Is 15 times 2 equals 30. Can we do 3? You should have said yes, because 3 times 10 equals 30. Can we do 4? No. 4 won't go evenly into that. The under number on that would be 28. The over number on that would be 32. So we can't multiply anything by 4 to get 30 exactly. It just won't work. But we can do 5. 5 times a number will give us 30. That'd be 5 times 6, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 5 times 6 equals 30. So we know we can't go any further because 5 and 6 are right next to each other on the number line. If we look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 didn't work, 5, and then 6. We know 7 won't work because it would have come up between 4, right? 7 won't work, 8 won't work, 9 won't work, 10 will work, 15 will work, and 30 will work. So our list would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 15, and 30. Those are all factors of 30. So let's move on. Let's do 45. Not too hard, not too scary. We can do this. 45. We're always going to start with 1 and 45. Now we got to see if we can do 2. Let's take a look. 2. This ends in a 5. 5 cannot be divided by 2, so I know 2 won't work. Maybe 3. Remember we had that 3 trick where if we add all of the digits together, 4 plus 5 equals 9. And this number can be divided by 3. Then for some reason the whole number can be divided by 3. So 45 would be 4 plus 5 equals 9. 9 can be divided by 3 and give us 3. So we know 45 can be divided by 3. So let's see, I know 3 is going to work, but 3 times what? Let's do some division. 45 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. Leave me with 1. Pull down my 5. Oh, I know that one. 5, 10, 15. 3 will go into 15 5 times. So 3 times 15. Will 4 work? 4 won't work. We know that because 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 11 is 44. So 44, 45 won't work. So 4 won't work. Will 5 work? 5 will definitely work because this ends in a 5 or a 0. So let's see. Let's count by 5 and see how fast it takes us to get there. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So it's going to be 9 times. 5 times 9. Will 6 work? Let's see. The closest with 6, that would be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. So no, I can't land directly on 45, so 6 won't work. Let's see 7. Let's see 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, ooh, and 49. 7 won't work. What about 8? Will 8 work? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Won't land directly on 45, so 8 won't work. But 9 will. So we've already gotten to the other side. So we know there are no other factors because we've gotten to the other side and there's nothing else to do. So our only factors are 1, 3, 5, 9, 15, 45. So let's try 19. We're there, we can do it, we've got this. 19 is going to be pretty easy. Oh, and let's go back and check. So does this have more than just the first problem? It does, so we know this one is composite. It's composed of more than 2 numbers. So 45, we have more than that first one, so this one is also composite. It has more than the first set. Let's look at 19. 19 is going to be a fancy one. So, Mr. Muskox, you're not helping. Stay over there. Be good. Be a good muskox. There we go. So, 19. We always know that 1 times 19 will work. It has to every time because those are the numbers that will make it, right? So we have 1 times 19. Will 2 work? 2 won't work because we have this 9 here. 9 doesn't divide by 2, not evenly. Will 3 work? 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 won't divide by 3, so 3 won't work. What about 4? Will 4 work? No, 4 won't work because this is, again, it's odd. Can't divide an odd number by 4. What about 5? Doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. 6? No, that would be 6, 12, 18, 24. Nope, won't work. 24 is too far. 18 is too small. What about 7? 7 would be 7, 14, 21. Nope, won't land on it. What about 8? 8 would be 8 and then 9, or 8 and then 16 and then 24. That won't work. What about 9? 9 would be 9 and 18. That won't work. 10? 10 won't work either. So that means we have only 1 and 19. That's our only set, which means that number 4 is actually prime. Prime means that it can only be divided by itself and 1. It's a prime number. We only have that first set to work with. So let's move on to 40. I think this is getting easier the more we do it, right? This will be okay. So 40, we know 1 and 40 every time. No exceptions. That number and 1 every time. It will only work. I can also look at this and go, it ends in a 0, so 2 definitely has to work. So 4 divided by 2 would be 2, and then I put my 0 behind, so 2 and 20. Then we can do, will 3 work? 4 plus 0 equals 4. 4 can't be divided by 3, so we know 3 won't work. 4 we know will work because it's easy. 4 times 10, that gives us 40. Let's see, what about 5? 5 should work. Let's skip count up and see what we can do. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Got us all the way to 40, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 times 8. Let's see, will 6 work? Let's just give it a try. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. Ooh. Nope, too big. 6 won't work. Will 7 work? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Too big. 42. Doesn't work. What about 8? Ooh. We already have 8. So, we're done. That's it. These are it. So we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, 40. Those are our only numbers that will work for 40. So since we have more than just this first set, is it going to be prime or is it going to be composite? I want you to think about it. There you go. So it should be composite. It's composed of more than two numbers. All right, let's do 36. I think you can do this. I want you to pause the video. You should be pausing. Are you pausing now? Okay, pause the video and try to do this on paper on your own. Don't be scared. It's not as bad as it looks, okay? I'll wait. Pause. Okay. All right, here we go. So we got 36. We'll start with what we always start with, 1 and 36. Can we do 2? Let's take a look. It ends in a 6. 6 can be divided by 2, so I know there is a multiple of 2 there. Let's see if there's an easy way to do it. I think we're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. 2 into 3 once. That gives me 16 left. 2 into 16, that gives me 8. So 2 times 18. Oh, not bad. All right, so let's see, will 3 work? 3 plus 6 equals 9. 9 will divide by 3. So we know this will divide by 3. Ooh, we can actually cheat here. Look. 3 can be taken out of 3 one time. 3 can be taken out of 6 2 times. Ooh, fancy. We didn't even have to skip count on that one. All right, let's see if we can do 4. I think we're going to have to count up by 4s. We know it might be because this 6 is even. Sometimes evens can be divided by 4. So here we go. Are you ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 times 9 equals 36. Will 5 work? No, because it doesn't end in a 5 or a 0, right? So 5 won't work. What about 6? Let's skip count by 6s. Here we go. Ready? 6, 12, 18, 24. Wait. Oh, 6s. Yeah, sorry. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. We're perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 6 will give us 36. And now we know we can't go any further because we already have 6 times 6. So these have to be all of our factors. So let's take a look and see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 factors altogether. And if we look at this right here, that tells us something special about this number. One, we know it's composite, right? Because we have more than just 1 and 36. So it has to be a composite number. And remember, if we have a number that multiplies by itself to get that number, that means that this number is a square. So squares are any number that multiplied by themselves become a different number. So we have 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 is the square of 2. All right, so that should be enough to get you through your homework for now. If you have any other questions, you guys know you can call me. Don't be scared. I will be sitting here during my normal office hours. All right, you can do this. Be awesome.